Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be drawing Winston from the Disney animated short Feast. So let's get going. Alright, so this animated short is about a dog, and he's stranded, and he finds this really great owner, and he befriends him. And basically what happens is that he's eating food, a lot of it, and he gets used to human food, as you can see here. And the story goes from there, and it's a love story when the human finds another human, and then it brings them together, and then they split apart, and then the dog basically brings them back together. So anyways, I tried to draw them before, I didn't like it, so we're going to start over. So that was my first attempt. So as anything, we're going to start over. Here's another blank piece of paper. And as always, I'm going to sketch with my double-sided colored pencil. So right now, I'm going to do it with red. And at the moment, I'm drawing his food bowl. So here is food bowl, and its position might be a little off at the moment, and I will adjust it later. From my memory, I think it's in the incorrect position, but I'm not quite sure. But anyways, let's keep going. So first off is you want to draw a slight, very angular oval, and that's going to be the top of the bowl. And then I'm going to bring those edges down, which I did. And then I curved it to mimic the side of the bowl, and that became the bowl shape. So right now I'm just doing another small oval on the inside, and what that's going to do is going to make it more three-dimensional and make it look like it actually has an inner part. So you guys didn't know how to draw three-dimensional objects, that's how I did it. So it's basically just an oval on top, then half an oval on the bottom, and then connected with some lines. So right now I'm just trying to sketch the head, trying to get a proportion with it, with my blue side of the colored pencil. Trying to make sure I angle it correctly. So his head's going to be a little bit of a circle shape, and his ears are going to be two different directions. One's going to be up at an angle like so, and one's going to be down. As you guys know, I do press harder with my colored pencil whenever I'm more confident and I know what I'm doing. But whenever I don't know what I'm doing, I normally press super lightly. That way I can always try to fix it later down the road. So that's how I do it. So right now I'm just drawing his eyes. His eyes are going to be white, of course, and then I'll draw his pupils, and he's going to be looking down at the food. That's how he's going to be looking. So his eyes are kind of like an oval shape, and then his actual pupils are kind of like circles within them, and then it's going to be pointing together to make it look like he's pointing down. And then here's his nose, a little slouch of the actual pattern on his face. That's why those lines between his eyes. One part's going to be white, the other part's going to be kind of like a cool gray tone. And here's his mouth. Okay, when it comes to dogs and cats, they always have like this letter 3 as the top of the lip. So I'm going to have his tongue sticking out. Of course, he's savoring the food that he's looking at, which at the moment it's empty. There we go. It's looking cute. And then, as a matter of fact, I'm going to have his collar right here, and then I'm going to have the thickness of the collar about this thick, and then I'm going to press harder a little bit as soon as I'm more confident where the collar is going to be. I'll draw the actual dog tag. It's going to be the shape of a bone, so if I remember correctly from that little short clip we just watched. If you want to see the actual clip, I'll try to find it and I'll link it in the description below. But otherwise, he's going to have one foot, or one paw I should say, inside the food. Actually, no, let's do two paws. So I do end up adjusting the bowl because the bowl's not directly underneath him. So you can see sketching is always a great thing instead of going straight to marker. So here it is, here's his back foot, and I am adjusting his stomach to accommodate the new bowl that I'm about to draw later on. Here's the back foot. It's very angular, very stout, because it's tiny. Little stubby tail. There we go. So now I'm gonna try to outline a little bit of the parts that I know that for a fact that they're true and correct. So parts like that, that's the eye line. Here's a nose with a tiny highlight, so that could be black already. Here is the pupil
one on one side, and I can color that in. Leave a little bit of the highlight right there. Actually, no, let me just fill it in. There we are. Let's do the other eye. There we are. And now we're about halfway done, if you guys are curious. And we're going to keep going. Let me just try to figure out how the mouth's going to be. Here we go. There we are. Make sure I don't cover up for the tongue. It's going to be next. Let me just adjust the area of the tongue. And a little part of the mouth is going to be black. There we are. And while we're at it, why don't I fix that bowl for us? So the bowl's going to be down here. You can see I'm doing the oval formation yet again. This could be at a different angle as well. Slightly different angle. There we are. Here's the bowl. That way both of his front feet can be in the inside. So now this is more correct. There we are, fixing the bowl. I'm glad I did the other one so lightly. But now I can go back with his feet, try to correct where things are going to be. There we are. Ta-da! Alright, so there we go. There's the body in the food bowl. Alright, let's go back and you know what, let's just go straight to coloring. Actually, so I'm outlining with this kind of deep gray, trying to make sure it's the correct one. You know, let's do a chisel tip instead. There we are. Yeah, this isn't black. Just doing this in dark gray. Let's see, I'm doing the collar at the moment. I'm rounding out the edges. There we are. Alright. And there's his other foot. And the other one. There we are. Round up the stomach. Bottom half of the stomach's gonna be white. Then one of his back feet, right here. His tail, and then it's gonna slope to there. Alright. So now let's do the head. Let me just finish this part off, the chin. And then while we're at it, we can bring this around. There's a divide for the head. That's one half. And right there. Little strokes for the inner ear. Make his ear pointing downwards like that. Here, and I'm going to go around to the other side. Bring it down and across on where the white divides from the gray. There we are. And then we're going to do the outline of the other ear. Notice how I'm kind of editing it as I go. It's not exactly how it was in my sketch. And then two lines right there. I'm really tempted to make teeth on this guy, but I think I'm just going to leave it with no teeth. There, I think. Good, so let's just outline the bowl. And make sure we outline it the way we want. Then a second oval. Go around it to make it look like it has a lip. Bring this down, around, and then back up again. Alright, so it looks like my pre-sketch is done. I'm glad I did gray with that and black in some very dark areas. So now we're just going to work on some coloring. So let me just fast forward for you guys. This is what I'm using. I'm going to be doing the collar, gold. Then the collar itself is going to be, sorry, the tag is gold, the collar itself is red. A little bit of a dark spice red for its mouth, peach for its ears. Then a different type of yellow for the bowl. Then a lighter yellow, some highlight areas. Here we are. And you know what? I forgot to put food in there. Let's just pretend that here we eat. A little bit more of an orange tint to where those shadows end up. Notice how I'm leaving a little bit of white in the eyes. There we go. You want to leave that white in there. There we are. In the middle part of his chest white as well, along with that bottom half of the stomach. And right
there. Adding a little bit of shadows in some desirable spots, making sure I'm smart about it. And there we are. So that's how you draw Winston from Feast. If you haven't seen the short animated movie, I guess, I don't know, it's only like 6 minutes long, but I think you guys should see it. So anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.